John Sutton has made a storming start to his Motherwell career, 2 goals in 2 games. Can he continue against his brother Chris's old club? Celtic together again after the international break. Gordon Strachan has had a fortnight to stew and then get over that old firm trouncing. Celtic need to bounce back here. We're waiting for the referee's whistle, and the referee today is Craig Thompson, who was in charge of Spain against Bosnia last weekend. So it's Celtic who get the ball rolling again in the SPL. Mark Wilson at right back today. Samaras flicks that on, McDonald ahead of him, but it's cleared by Mark Reynolds.
And right away we see that Bayer Robson's not playing wide in a 4, he's playing more centrally alongside Krosas.
Given away by Clarkson. Krosas. McDonald went to ground and Samaras poked it goalwards.
Maloney feeds Krosas, and we know, having watched him against United for Barcelona, he plays balls like that all day. Samaras couldn't get hold of it.
This is only Celtic's second away game this season. They drew the first at Dundee United. How will they fare today? McDonald returning from injury and returning to Fir Park, where he once famously, or infamously, from the Celtic's point of view, cost them a title. Sean Maloney. Comfortable save for Graham Smith.
That's going to be a problem for Quinn down the right-hand side. Can't get forward too much and allow Maloney in like that.
Clarkson. Hughes. Now Maloney, and Celtic could break away. Maloney has got McDonald alongside him, but he's been nudged by Cragen. Firm challenge. Hughes and McManus sent off on his birthday, not the card he wanted in Iceland. Sutton. Lee Naylor back from injury today. Celtic have racked up a few goals in recent visits to Fir Park, 14 in their last 5 games here, and they would certainly fancy more of the same. Hughes. Krosas now for Maloney. Scott Brown. Wilson overlapping, and it's going to be a corner, is it? Not yet. Graham Smith has to deal with that after Reynolds flicked it on.
It's a good overlapping run. We'll get a little bit lucky here. It's been a sharp start from both sides. Playing crisp passing, getting forward quickly.
Stephen Hughes, it cannons off McManus. It's come to Clarkson. Free kick given against David Clarkson, who was with Scotland on their trips to Macedonia and Iceland, but he wasn't involved, not even as a sub.
No, but he's been playing very good football, Clarkson. He's improved so much since McGee has come to the club. He worked very hard on Clarkson when he first arrived, and it's paid dividends.
Samaras, a rather obvious target for Boritz. Brown up against Hamill. He's got support from Wilson, and Samaras still there. Brown again, and Maloney! Sean Maloney pounces inside 5 minutes. It's just what Celtic needed after that old firm trouncing. The champions are in front. Maloney is scoring again in the SPL.
Yeah, Celtic are certainly bouncing back. It's Brown in that wide area. He does so well. He feeds it Samaras, he goes again, he just gets a bit lucky here, but look at that for a ball. First class, and Maloney tucking in from the left-hand side. And the ball comes in, it just evades Scott McDonald, but look, Maloney on hand where he should be, and he finishes it well with his left foot. But it's all about the pass. Smith's got no chance, he can't come for that one, can't get there quick enough.
Sean Maloney's 38th goal for Celtic. John Sutton almost in, Gary Colville having to dart across. Maloney, the goal scorer, flicks it on. Robson. Flag is up against Maloney this time.
A very sharp start for Celtic. Certainly considering the fact that a lot of the players have been on international duty.
Well, it's got to it despite a minor stumble.
That might have been Gordon Strachan's tactics in this match. He has made changes. There's still a lot of players that played for their countries. Maybe a quick start, get a couple of goals and kill the game off.
Barry Robson has got a free kick off Keith Lasley. An early goal to settle Celtic. Robson has got Brown with him. Naylor. Samaras. It's bounced off Reynolds. And now Hughes. He's going to get a free kick. Foul by Samaras.
Yeah, he just clips Hughes there.
The players wearing black armbands following the tragic death of former Motherwell player and fans' favourite, Jamie Dolan. Reynolds.
You can see that Celtic showing a lot of respect to Motherwell, closing down very quickly. They know that Motherwell are fluid and can play from back to front.
Robson challenging with Hughes, and Samaras is suddenly in. It is Samaras, it is 2-0. It's a storming start for Celtic. This is more like it from the champions. 2 up in 8 minutes.
It's just poor defending from Motherwell and good positive play from Celtic. They get the reward for it. Samaras, this time on hand. Twice, 3 times Motherwell get a chance to clear it. Then Mark Reynolds looks like he's going to get it on this occasion, and then doesn't get there. And Samaras, very quick to use his left foot on that occasion. Smart finish. Just driving through. Mark Reynolds does get a touch and basically just plays it onto Samaras' left foot, but he takes it so well. Just watch it here, comes across him. Quick thinking.
Celtic are taking out their old firm frustration on Motherwell. A blistering beginning to this match. Maloney and Samaras. And problems of the large variety already for Motherwell.
And a chance for Maloney or Robson to swing this one in.
More danger awaits Motherwell. It is Maloney who floated in, although that's going to be an easy take for Graham Smith. Motherwell stunned.
It goes without saying that against the old firm you cannot defend badly and expect to win the match, and so far that's what's happened to Motherwell.
Stephen Hughes decides to go for goal, but it was a tad ambitious.
Celtic just slipping up in midfield, and Hughes, he's faced through there with McManus. He's not going to get past him. Certainly not going to go past Boric from that distance.
Samaras with a flick. McDonald nearly providing it for Samaras again. Reynolds. Porter. Celtic fans couldn't have dreamt of a start like that. The champions needed a big performance today after losing to Rangers, and they are turning it on already. They're not hanging around.
I did say before the match that all four in Motherwell's back line had to cut out the errors, and they haven't done that. Paid the price. But in saying that, you have to say that Celtic also have started the game very well. They were right up for it.
Clarkson. Sutton hung in there. Here's Hamill. Lasley. Can Motherwell respond? Oh, the offside flag would have done for them anyway after Clarkson struck it. Porter and his Todd.
Porter just gets in the way here. It's good play. It opens up for Clarkson. You can see it's definitely offside. He's got to hold his run there a little bit, but decent effort there from Clarkson.
If Celtic win by 3 goals today, they will go top of the table for a couple of hours anyway. The top two in action later, Rangers and Kilmarnock. Porter presenting it to Quinn. Cragen. The two managers are close friends, of course, from their Aberdeen days. Mark McGee stayed at Gordon Strachan's house when he first got the Motherwell job.
Those 2 goals have stunned Motherwell and Mark McGee. It's now very important that they don't lose a third. If they do, it's definitely all over. They have to now control it a little bit and play their way back into this game.
Samaras. Rescued by Reynolds. Here's McGarry. Fouled by Robson. Free kick for Motherwell. Hamill's free kick. Chris Porter. Flipped it on, but Celtic not being presented with too many worries just now. And they have a 2-goal cushion already, remarkably. Lasley. Hughes. Hamill. Hughes has got it back. They'll try and play their way back into this game. Maloney has pounced on this though. Scott Brown full of desire, but he handled it. Porter made the run. Sutton is in the box. Hamill. McGarry. Blocked by Robson. McGarry. Sutton unable to rescue that. Quarter of an hour played, and Celtic sitting pretty on a 2-0 lead. Goals from Sean Maloney at 5 minutes, and then a few minutes later, Georgios Samaras.
I think the biggest threat to Motherwell at times is when they've got possession themselves in the midfield area. When they lose it, they give it away. And Celtic break very quickly. They've got pace up front. And Samaras, he likes to run long, as does McDonald. And we've got players in midfield like Robson and Crosas that can pick a pass, and certainly width. So that has to be a danger for Motherwell in that midfield area. Keep the ball, keep possession.
Clarkson, and snapshots from Sutton. Perhaps had a bit more time than he realised.
Yeah, it's a difficult one for Sutton. It's good play from Clarkson. It's too far past the front post. Sutton can't whip that one round towards Boruc.
A very respectable goal-scoring record for St Mirren John Sutton. Pretty good in his early days at Motherwell, 2-2. Scott McDonald. Reynolds is with him. And McDonald has done well to feed Scott Brown. More worries for Motherwell.
It just seems too easy. Ball over the top of Cragen. McDonald doing very well, strong, holding it up. And Brown, quick slap shot, almost got there. Certainly looking much more like himself.
Straight out from Crosas. The Spaniard given his first start, having come on as a sub against Falkirk. Clarkson for Stephen Hughes. Barry Robson made the challenge, and Brown seemed to barge into McGarry then. Mark Wilson surging forward. Crosas. Maloney. Robson. Scott Brown shadowed by Hamill. Robson has stayed down, and that's why Gary Caldwell is going to boot it out, although Robson is now getting back to his feet, albeit a little gingerly.
Mark Reynolds coming in here. Now you can see it there. A boot on his left ankle for Robson.
Robson still toiling a little. Samaras will rise. It's come off Cragen. Hamill. Poor mistake from Stephen Hughes, and Samaras has pushed it past Reynolds, although Reynolds has managed to recover. and sorted out for Motherwell. Sutton, Porter, Lasley, Clarkson nearby. Clarkson rather miserably losing out. A little bit easy for McManus. Reynolds, Lasley. I think that might be a free kick. Craig Thompson wants a word with Barry Robson, who's putting himself about, as usual.
Yeah, that's what he does.
Reynolds, Hamill away to his left. Popped it towards Clarkson. Cleared by Caldwell. Maloney's header, giving Clarkson a sniff. And Sutton takes over. He might go for the throw, that.
Again, it's Clarkson at the centre of it for Motherwell, making things difficult for Celtic, and it just comes open there for Sutton. He's got to do better, I think, though. At least hit the target.
Robson trying to force the issue. And here's Scott Brown, who's certainly made a bright start to this game. Scott McDonald won't get too near that. Stephen Hamill back for a second spell at Motherwell. Rejoined from Southend when Jim Patterson left for Plymouth back in January. Needless foul given away by Process. Clarkson. And that will be a free kick, will it? No. It won't, actually.
Well, he certainly wanted one. He went down too late.
Naylor, who was injured on the opening day against St Mirren, making his return today. Could have played on, Sean Maloney had it, but Lasley skived Naylor down rather crudely.
It's an interesting one, Crosas in central midfield for Celtic. He does just sit there, but he likes to play the ball forward quickly and pick a 20-30 yard pass. Just changes the dimension of that Celtic midfield.
Clarkson. McCarry moving ahead of him now. Clarkson gets it back from Hamill. Here's McGarry. Slithering away from Hughes, and Maloney closed in. And Robson taken out by Lasley.
And the second time in a couple of minutes that Lasley's been involved like that.
Scott Brown. Wilson carries on regardless. Reynolds clears it. Celtic threatening again. 2 goals to the good. Wilson preferred to Andreas Hinkel at right back. McDonald. Oh, that's brilliant! It is 3-0. Scott McDonald yet again showing no mercy for his former club. And Celtic are rampant.
Well, just watch this. It's absolute class from McDonald. Not so great from Reynolds, but you have to give credit to the striker. Look at the way he turns Reynolds here. He knows exactly what he wants to do. And then the finish. Pretty good. On the volley, Smith just gets a slight hand to it, but that is top class finishing from McDonald. He's had one sniff in the match. That's it. He's on the score sheet. Welcome back, Scott McDonald.
Well, he scored 5 times against Motherwell last season, 2 goals here and a hat-trick at Celtic Park, and he's got them in his sights again. There was an inevitability that would happen. Scott McDonald scoring today. And Motherwell have got no answer to this just now. Maloney. Brown. Here's Crosas. Maloney takes over, and again there are gaps to exploit. Not exploited this time, but Motherwell all over the place.
Yeah, they've lost their shape completely now, Motherwell. Celtic just picking them off. No one staying with runners. Maloney completely free there. So much time as well outside the box. Tries to dink this one in the end to narrow it down a little bit for him, but from Motherwell point of view, from midfield to front, Motherwell haven't been that bad. But at the back, it's been a complete shambles.
John Sutton now, intercepted by McManus. Motherwell may have won at Celtic Park in April, but they rarely fare so well against them here at Fir Park. Scott Brown, though, conceding a free kick. Motherwell desperate for some sort of reply to haul themselves slightly back into the game.
So difficult to get back now. That third goal was always going to be the vital one for Celtic.
It's Hamill who floats it in, and Sutton unable to steer it goalwards.
It's a decent ball in, aiming for Sutton, but nowhere near. Celtic don't often lose 4 goals. Can't remember the last time that happened. Well, Bratislava maybe, but that was a long time ago, and not in the SPL. Of course, in Gordon Strachan's mind, there will be 2 weeks ago. 4 goals. Can they retaliate by getting 4 of their own?
Manis, that's going to go away from Maloney. It's going to be a long shift this for Motherwell at this rate. Stephen Craigan having to turn that out. Motherwell's defence run ragged. Not even a third of the game gone yet. Crosas. It's out by McGarry. Clarkson pointing to where he wanted it. He's got it, and now Porter takes over. And Clarkson. And it's Caldwell where it came off. And a crime handball. It would have been a bit harsh on Gary Caldwell.
It was good defending from Caldwell. Coming out here to narrow it all down. You can see it does just hit his left forearm, but couldn't get it away.
Stephen Hughes deciding not to take it. First time on the volley, offside. Flags up, and it's not going to count for David Clarkson, despite a spectacular attempt.
Well, you can see he just stays in too long. Clarkson not looking along the line. It's a good finish. Definitely offside.
Maloney. Samaras. Graham Smith behind that. But beaten 3 times in the first half hour. Fantastic response from Celtic after such a highly disappointing defeat to their fierce rivals a fortnight ago. Managed to tackle Robson then. Given away by Lasley. Here's Robson, now Samaras, he's got Scott Brown going some alongside, and also Scott McDonald. McDonald's effort took a little deflection, and Celtic didn't really make the most of that situation, but even so they're in a very comfortable position here. Porter. Hamill. Naylor gets a second chance.
Motherwell are playing in such an open fashion that whenever they lose the ball in midfield, Celtic are right on top of their defence. When they're making errors as well, it's just costing goals. Each time Celtic go forward, you think, here comes another one. And that must be a real worry for Mark McGee.
Naylor. Crosas. Donald leaves it for Maloney. Reynolds intervenes. Hughes. Hamill. The Motherwell fans quiet, and no wonder, their spirits considerably dampened by this Celtic blitz. McManus, Maloney, fouled by Cragen. Sean Maloney started the scoring spree. Samaras and McDonald continued it. You get the feeling they haven't finished yet. Samaras, and he's put it behind McDonald, so Quinn is able to mop up.
Just can't live with Samaras up front. His pace, his strength, causing Reynolds all sorts of problems.
Hughes, Lasley takes over into the path of Hamill. Clarkson grounded. Scott Brown for Sean Maloney. Cragen covering. Motherwell have got quite a run of games against Celtic and Rangers. It's Nantes in the UEFA Cup, and they've also got a co-op cup tie against local rivals Hamilton Accies looming as well. Clarkson feeding it through for Sutton. That's brave from Boretz, and he's going to clutch it.
The front three for Motherwell really have linked well when they've managed to get in the last third. And again here, it's a lovely ball from Clarkson into Sutton, but good goalkeeping. He's out really smartly, Boretz. Had to be.
Samaras. Robson alongside him, but Lasley was in the way. Clarkson. McGarry. He's got plenty of company. Wilson for Robson. Brown for Process. Manus will be underneath that. Maloney helps it on to McDonald. Samaras, Process, McDonald. The football is flowing from the champions. Maloney. And Samaras! Miscued, but McDonald will keep Celtic interested. Scott Brown got a bit bogged down. Just a throw for Chris Porter. Ten minutes remaining in the first half. Celtic storming into a 3-goal lead at Fir Park. Hamill. Towards Porter, although McManus will knock it away. Only to Clarkson though. It's a tidy tackle by Mark Wilson. Samaras. Here they go again. Samaras. McDonald is waiting for the pass. He'll have to wait a little longer. Scott Brown. Wouldn't really come down for him. But that's going to be a free kick for Celtic. From a cracking position.
That's a good position. We watched Kuza bullying the Celtic defence a couple of weeks back. Well, Samaras did exactly the same thing to the Motherwell defence. Just cannot get a hold of him at all.
For Maloney. Harry Orson and Georgios Samaras also lurking. Graham Smith in the firing line again. Stephen Craigan considering guarding the post here. It is Maloney, and it was very nearly number 4. Craigan couldn't have done much about it. Maloney tries again, and that's going to go for a corner kick.
Ian, this is an absolute battering. Can't remember the last time I saw Motherwell struggle so much. Maloney, great free kick. Difficult to do because he's close in, but to get it up and then back down there, just not enough.
So it's first corner. Robson ready, and it's going to come to Maloney. The former Celtic manager Martin O'Neill takes his Aston Villa team to Tottenham on Monday. We'll be there from 7 o'clock on Setanta Sports 1. And in fact we're moving in at White Hart Lane because we're back there on Thursday at 7:30 for Spurs against Wisla Krakow in the UEFA Cup. And from the Barclays Premier League next Saturday, Arsenal go to Bolton from 4 o'clock on Setanta Sports 1. Motherwell 3 down, and it could have been worse. It still might get worse. Robson. Scott Brown nearby, but Mark Reynolds takes command of the situation, and Motherwell need a few more to do that. They have been brushed aside.
Yeah, Celtic's passing's been very good. They've used the width in midfield well against the 3 for Motherwell. And they've gone the break very quickly. Real positive performance.
Gideon Nakamura left on the bench, Hartley out injured, and Venegora Hesseling suspended, of course. Gordon Strachan chopping and changing things today. I'll be delighted with the way this side have performed. Colwell. It was immense for Scotland in Iceland. Crosas. Samaras. Crosas again. He's got McDonald to pick out. This is ominous. Reynolds having to cover, but it is another Celtic corner.
Yeah, Crosas making his mark in this one. Good pass of the ball, very composed. He looks real quality.
Point in the right place there. It's Maloney to float it in. It's cleared as far as Scott Brown. Another nervous moment for Motherwell.
Yeah, just one of many in this first half. Craig in the end managed to get something on it.
Celtic getting that old firm defeat out of their system. Dominating proceedings in this first half at Fir Park.
Well, the midfield three of Motherwell haven't been able to isolate Robson and Crosas in there. It's good work from Maloney and Brown to tuck in at times and make it a 4 against 3.
Naylor. Maloney ahead of him. So to Samaras. McDonald, lovely. It's Samaras. He's in again. It's 4. Motherwell absolutely mauled in this first half. And Celtic really are looking like champions.
Motherwell look battered, but sublime football, great passing, one-touch stuff, Naylor involved, lovely flick there from McDonald, and the simplest of finishes for Samaras. Great movement, third man running from Samaras, he gets himself in and just strokes this one home. Nice flick, good combination play from the front two, very simple, but very good.
5 goals in 5 games this season for Georgios Samaras. Double against Falkirk, a double now against Motherwell. Well taken goals and high quality football from Celtic in the build-up.
And food for thought as well for Gordon Strachan. John Hartson was saying before the match, it's not the strongest Celtic side. Well, it's not, but they've played so well, and some of the passing has been a lot more direct than it usually is. Celtic do tend to play a patient game, but today, nothing like it. It's been much more deliberate, concise going forwards, and that's what's given them the chances. Added, of course, to the fact that Motherwell have played so badly.
Samaras is on a hat-trick. Maloney and McDonald also on the score sheet. The score sheet is getting crowded. Hughes. Motherwell absolutely shell-shocked. Clean sheet so far for Harter Boruc. And the Celtic fans enjoying life again, having had a fortnight to mull over that horrible defeat to Rangers. Cragen, Hamill, McGarry. Half-time fast approaching. Clarkson, a little nudge on Naylor. It's been a desperate first half for Motherwell, but many teams could do with Celtic in this kind of form, although McGee will have plenty to ponder.
He will, because he doesn't actually like to play a defensive style of football. I don't know if his team can actually play that way. So the second half, it's going to be interesting to see what he does.
Crosas. Caldwell let it go, McManus will deal with it. And there's no hint of any significant stoppage time at the end of this first half. Motherwell will be glad to hear the whistle, but not so glad that they've got another 45 minutes left. Celtic 2 up inside 8 minutes, 4 up by the break. Performance worthy of champions here in this first half. Motherwell have been mercilessly ripped apart and torn to shreds. Sean Maloney pounced early to put Celtic on their way. Samras got a second and also scored the fourth. And in between his 2 goals, well, yes, Scott McDonald had to score, didn't he, against Motherwell. 6 times now he's netted against his former club since leaving them. Scott Brown set it up for Maloney, back scoring in Scottish football. And Motherwell really have had no answer. It's been a classic Celtic performance in this first half. Motherwell 0, Celtic 4.
Setanta Sports 2 for Nate Campbell against Juan Guzman. Setanta Sports 2. Here, Motherwell are pretty much on the deck already. September 82 when Celtic recorded their biggest win at Fir Park. It was 7-0. Charlie Nicholas scored a hat-trick that day. But Celtic are 4 goals towards that total already, with Giorgio Samaras having netted 2 of them, Maloney and McDonald as well. One-way traffic so far. Here's the second half, back to Scott Booth and Ian Crocker.
Cheers, Rob. Well, Celtic have only lost once away from home in the SPL in 2008. That was at Ibrox in March. It's a formidable record on the road. I think we can safely assume that it's a record that will stay intact today. Gordon Strachan changing his side around after losing the Old Firm game a fortnight ago. But his new look team really hit it off. It's Motherwell who start the second half. I don't think they really do damage limitation, but they are going to have to plug some gaps, or it could get a whole lot worse for them. Maloney. Lee Naylor back in the team, recovering from injury in time for this one. Mark Crosas given his first start. McManus. Crosas first to that. Here he is again. John Sutton. Chris Porter. Porter charging towards the box. Tripped by Crosas. Free kick Motherwell.
Well, Motherwell have looked good going forward. Some slick passing. And the front 3 are sharp, but defensively it's been a major problem.
Stephen Hamill comes over to maybe use his left foot. Stephen Hughes there too. Here it comes from Hamill, straight against the wall. And Reynolds deciding to have a pop. Relieved perhaps to be out of his own half. for a short while.
Well, Mark McGee, not really sure what he'd have said in his dressing room. It wouldn't have been good. I think it's important that Lasley offers the defence some sort of protection in this match and just doesn't bomb forward as he did in the first half and leave his back four completely open.
Samaras. It's opening up again. It's Scott Brown. And Samaras looking for a hat-trick, but here comes Maloney. Well, they took their time. Motherwell lucky to get away with it that time, perhaps.
Well, that's the one hope for Motherwell, isn't it? That Celtic start to try and walk the ball into the net as they did on that occasion. Otherwise, if they're as quick about it as they were in the first half, you could easily see 6 or 7 in this one.
Naylor. Maloney. Robson alongside. Crosas. Samaras. Brown has got Wilson available. Celtic fluent again at the start of the second half. And it's not going to break kindly for anyone in green and white hoops. And McDonald darted across to that near post. And Motherwell launch an assault of their own. Quinn. Porter. Lee Naylor matched the run. Lasley. Hughes. Sutton. Quinn. This is Hughes. McManus screening it. Corner.
Nice, neat football again from Motherwell. A good understanding up front.
Motherwell looking to offer some resistance. Cragen having to spin away from Brown. Cragen delivers. Sutton didn't really connect as he would have wished. Motherwell's first attempt on target in this game, which says a lot. Wilson reacting quickly. Scott Brown. Wilson again. Samaras. Easily away from Reynolds. Samaras looking for that hat-trick. And McDonald's raging with him and he didn't pass it.
Yeah, he's not happy. But yet again, well, just too far off. I think he's just a little bit scared there. What do? Do I go closer to Samaras? Well, you certainly don't stay a couple of yards off of him.
Sutton won that. Saw one for Crosas. The rain has started falling on Fir Park. It's been raining goals up until now. Naylor's throw. Lasley. Sutton. Lasley again. Hughes. Clarkson. McGarry unable to keep it going. And Scott McDonald is going to get the first yellow card of the game.
I was saying it was his first tackle, but it was very late.
The obligatory goal on his return to Fir Park, but a yellow card as well. Still having a moan. Quinn. Hughes. Needs assistance from Cragen. Now Reynolds. Hamill. Clarkson. Fine challenge from Wilson. McDonald. Scott Brown is surging through the middle. It's going to Samaras though. McDonald. Second bite of it. Wilson. Samaras. It's a corner of Clarkson.
Samaras really has been very good today. Good timing of runs. Certainly that third man run for his second goal. He's looking very clever.
It's Robson then to swing this in. And Gary Caldwell. A bit surprised to see it come his way. It flashed towards him.
Yeah, came late for Caldwell. A little bit too high for him as well. Couldn't get over the top of it.
As it stands, Celtic would go to the top of the table. Rangers and Kilmarnock meeting later at Ibrox to try and change that. Hamill. He's got it again. Off Caldwell. Hughes. And Sutton! Goal again, John Sutton. Scores again for Motherwell. And at least they have offered a tiny bit of resistance.
Yeah, respect to Motherwell because they haven't just sat in. They've gone 4-3-3 in the second half. And that's just little reward. Good finish from Sutton. His third goal now for Motherwell. He is on fire. Lasley gets a touch there, and that's a great finish. Low and hard into the ground. No chance for Boric.
3 goals in 3 games for John Sutton, scoring against the club that his older brother Chris served rather well. Sutton again. Lasley. Quinn clips it in. Here's Porter. Quinn. Porter again. It looked like a foul by Barry Robson, but Craig Thompson felt otherwise, and Porter didn't protest too much. Cragen. Over for Hamill, but Samaras just pipped into it. Motherwell may be about to introduce a former Celtic player, Jim O'Brien. Caldwell hoisting that away. Jim O'Brien only left Celtic last month to join Motherwell. Have been farmed out on loan in the last couple of seasons to Dunfermline and Dundee United. Stephen Hughes, and here is Clarkson! They've got another one back! Suddenly, Celtic's lead is halved. Clarkson that time. And could we be witnessing a miraculous comeback?
I think Motherwell have worked out how to get back into this game. Keep the ball away from the defence. Keep it in midfield up front with the slip passings working again. And Clarkson, he does so well. He's strong. Lasley good there. Third man round the side. Clarkson onto it. It's a good touch and just gives him enough to toe poke it underneath the body of Boric. McManus can't get there. It's a great little fight back, this.
Motherwell have taken off Stephen McGarry and brought on a former Celtic player, Jim O'Brien, who will feel he has a point or two to prove. And it's a lot closer now. John Sutton and David Clarkson with 2 quick goals at the start of the second half. Scott Brown nearly got a free kick, but elected to pursue matters. Brown, Crosas. And suddenly, the Motherwell fans have found their voice. After an appalling first half showing from Mark McGee's side, I have to say, they're back in with a little shout.
It just shows how determined Mark McGee is to play that open, flowing football. Continuing it in the second half, reaping rewards.
Here they go again. Clarkson, a man on a mission. Hamill. Samaras. Samaras felt it should have been a Celtic throw. It's reached Chris Porter, and he will get a free kick. And suddenly Motherwell heaping a bit of pressure on Celtic, who were absolutely strolling it at 4-0. Cragen, cleared by McManus. 2 goals in just over 2 minutes for the Motherwell. Painful. Scott McDonald.
Holding it up, and Paul Quinn coming across him.
Well, there was a famous 4-4 draw here a few years ago in Gordon Strachan's first SPL match in charge. Motherwell would fancy the same scoreline again.
Yeah, they'll be hoping it's a game of 2 halves.
Yellow card for Keith Lasley, which had probably been coming, as he took out Samaras.
Yeah, just catching him again.
Lasley joins Scott McDonald in the book. It was awkward for Wilson, that. An hour played. Not quite so comfortable now for Celtic. And Samaras slipping and stumbling. Mark Wilson, having crunched into a challenge a moment ago, is struggling a bit. Provided with Jim O'Brien. McManus misjudged it. It's Sutton, and he scored again. It's come off Caldwell. It's a corner. Motherwell rejuvenated.
Clarkson again in there. It's a nice touch towards Sutton. Celtic not quite so strong defensively now.
Celtic fans at that end getting a good view of the goals in this match. Hamill's corner, cleared by McManus. Hughes, Porter, saved by Boritz, but the chances are coming Motherwell's way.
Now the big gaps you could drive buses through are coming in the Celtic ends. A real chance there for Porter.
I think Mark Wilson might have to come off. He's not looking too clever. Robson gets stuck in. Celtic a little rattled now, having had it all their own way in the first half. The Dutch defender Glenn Loven's warming up in case Wilson can't continue. Porter, Hughes. It's fallen kindly for Sutton. Now Lasley can give it to Quinn. The rain is rather heavy now. It's become an absorbing contest. Celtic, though, will feel that they have more goals in them. But this is definitely a decent spell for Motherwell. Very decent. O'Brien. Brown almost turned into trouble as Sutton cut across. Motherwell are doing a good impression of Celtic in the first half.
Well, that's just it. The difference is that Motherwell are keeping possession now in midfield, no slack passes, and every second ball in there, they're winning it. And that is exactly how it happened in the first half for Celtic.
Mark Wilson still filling his knee. Naylor, straight down the middle.
Celtic are not now getting the ball wide to Brown and Maloney and linking up with the strikers as they were doing with ease in the first period. And Motherwell taking advantage.
Wilson staying out there for now, but he doesn't look entirely comfortable with that knock he took. It's controlled by O'Brien. Celtic have some quality on their bench, of course. McGeady, Nakamura left out of the starting lineup. Process. Free kick for Celtic, and a bit of respite. A strange old game. Shinsuke Nakamura warming up. Scored for Japan last weekend against Bahrain. Colville's free kick. Cragen in front of Samaras. O'Brien for Sutton, and I think there's been a head injury, and that's why Craig Thompson has stopped play. And some treatment will be required.
It wasn't the best of times for Motherwell. They were away down the left-hand side. The referee got that one right.
Stephen Cragen. Certainly took a sore one.
And clears it here. Not really sure what happened because there was no one anywhere near him.
Got hurt by the ball, I think. So Cragen will be all right. Motherwell will want to keep the momentum going in this game, having come from 4-0 down to 4-2. Manus unchallenged. Samaras hustling and bustling. Booted out by Cragen.
Well, Motherwell are now back to 2-0 down, really. And again, it's a case of who gets the next goal. Motherwell will get it. There'll be some end to this match.
Wilson kept it in. Samaras floored. O'Brien. Not really the pass that Reynolds wanted. Crowded out. Mosley. Over Brown like a rush. Wilson. And it's got a break for no one in particular. Robson and McDonald into each other. Clarkson hungry. And he'll settle for a throw off Brown, and Motherwell giving it their best shot now after an awful first half for them.
Yeah, and Lasley in midfield just sitting there doing a much better job of breaking things up for Motherwell, and that's getting them started.
John Sutton chasing this. McManus comes across. Sutton secures a throw. O'Brien. Just flicked away by Naylor. Rosas. Maloney. Samaras. Scott Brown. O'Brien. Hamill. Cragen for Hughes. Celtic have now scored 18 goals in their last 6 visits to Fir Park. Which we can work out is an average of 3 a game. Good as Celtic were in that first half, Motherwell didn't do themselves any favours. Strange kick from Boris, and Jim O'Brien nearly sneaking in, but it's turned away by Mark Wilson.
Yeah, Wilson looking very uncomfortable there.
Here's Hamill. Samaras. There's going to be a yellow card coming Stephen Cragen's way.
Again, quick thinking from Samaras. He gets away from Cragen, but taken down.
Samaras in some pain. That will be a concern for Celtic ahead of their Champions League campaign. Though Gaurav Hesselink will be available, suspended today. Chris Killen, though, another of their strike force, is out injured for a few weeks.
Well, it looks like he's been caught on the Achilles by Cragen, and that will be a sore one.
Samaras started for Greece in Latvia. Looks like he'll be all right.
I think it will definitely slow him down a little, though. Maybe the objective from Cragen and Reynolds.
Sutton charging towards McManus, but the Celtic captain dealt with that particular threat. Caldwell. Cragen. Naylor's onto that. McManus. Quinn keeping an eye on it. Here's Hughes. Given away by Quinn to Robson. Rosas. Samaras back on. Reynolds and Cragen. Inspired to clear. And a yellow card for Barry Robson. The fourth booking in this game. 2 on either side.
Yeah, it's a little silly, that one as well, from Robson. He's never getting there.
Quinn. Wilson. Brown. Rosas. Fouled by Reynolds, and he's going to get a yellow card now. Mark Reynolds in the book.
Kind of sums up Mark Reynolds' day, that one. Diving in, and again it's just not understanding a player that he's seen so often do that.
He's had better days. Probably hasn't had worse days. Gary Caldwell then will take this in towards McDonald, cleared by Reynolds. O'Brien down for Hamill. Tempo has dropped a little.
Yeah, the momentum's gone a little bit from Motherwell's play. Celtic will be happy with that.
Rosas, Maloney. Scott Brown. Wilson. McDonald. Rosas takes over. McDonald again. Trying to dance his way through. Maloney's flick. McDonald will use Wilson. And he put it over the far post where there was nobody for Celtic. Now Samaras is going to get a yellow card now for booting Clarkson up into the air. And back down again.
Well, for all his clever play in this match, that one certainly wasn't too clever. Coming across Clarkson, he was always going to get yellow for that one. A bit of retaliation after his own tackle on his Achilles.
6 players booked, 3 apiece for Motherwell and Celtic. Scott Brown. Lasley. Reynolds sluggish again. Maloney. Robson. Sean Maloney. Skipping past Reynolds a little too easily. And then Quinn had to make the challenge. Jim O'Brien. And Motherwell raised the stakes again. It's gone a little too quiet for their liking, but here's Stephen Hughes. He ran into Scott Brown. Sean Maloney picks up the scraps. Samaras. Paul Quinn invited to make the challenge. Clarkson. Quinn. Porter. Scored this season after 18 goals last season.
Good play from Motherwell. Celtic midfield too slow getting back, allowing that ball in there. Porter's been close a couple of times in this match though.
Shunsuke Nakamura is going to be on for the last quarter of an hour or so. Left on the bench, having been away with Japan. Nakamura is going to replace Crosas. McManus. McDonald. Stephen Hughes spinning away from Scott Brown. Hamill. Caldwell across. If Motherwell could score a third, we would be in for some finish at Fir Park. O'Brien for Hughes. It's going to be a corner. Oh, Robson lunged in there and has to be a little careful. Jim O'Brien takes it. And Boric reacted well. Reynolds will send it back to Cragen, and Motherwell can try again. Hamill up towards Sutton, and just wide by Porter.
A couple of chances there in a few minutes for Motherwell. A floated ball in, Sutton doing really well. Porter across him, the two strikers linking up well, but this is a real good chance as well. Boric alive to it, a good flick on it front post.
Mark Crosas' game is up as he's replaced by Shunsuke Nakamura. Crosas starting for Celtic for the first time today. What did you make of him?
I think in the first half he played quite well. He sat there, just giving a little bit of defensive quality to the midfield. But what he did do well, I think, is when he's on the ball, he picked out some forward passes, a lot quicker and more incisive than Celtic usually play, but certainly in the second half dropped right out of it.
Sutton in a hurry, but he wasn't there for O'Brien's return. With a double-header from the SPL next weekend, Aberdeen Dundee United from 11:30 on Saturday on Setanta Sports 1. And we are with Celtic again as they go to Kilmarnock, who've had a great start. That's from 3 o'clock, later time than usual. Next Sunday, Setanta Sports 1. Maloney. Bungled over.
I've been really impressed though with the Motherwell front three over the whole match really. I was always interested to see how Sutton would fit in. No Ross McCormack, but I think he's done very well. Fits in there alongside Clarkson and Porter, and they look good as a three.
Motherwell were as worse as we've seen them under Mark McGee's management in that first half. They did respond positively, but they've left themselves perhaps with a little too much to do. Although if they were to score the next goal, who knows?
Credit to them anyway for coming out in the second half and continuing to play their football, creating chances. It's been so easy just to shut up shop and hope that Celtic didn't get any more.
Quinn. Cleared by Caldwell. Emphatic clearance to Scott McDonald. Lasley. O'Brien. That's tidy, and the flag stays down, but it just eluded Porter.
Yet again, Motherwell, good play going forward. For me, Porter's just a foot offside there. The linesman didn't think so though. Almost got on the end of it.
Gary Pendery giving instructions to Killian Sheridan, the young Irishman who was injured for much of last season, only managed a fleeting substitute appearance at the end of the campaign. And Motherwell are going to bring on striker Jamie Murphy. Robson. Queen's challenge. Clarkson. Not much in that from Robson. Nakamura. Had some room. McDonald trying to return it.
Unsurprisingly, Motherwell very tired now. They were chasing the ball for most of the first half, and now they've had to make the play in the second half. A few weary legs out there now.
Jim O'Brien. Nakamura. Here's Lee Naylor. Another Celtic goal now would certainly put this game to bed. Naylor, McDonald. O'Brien. Jamie Murphy waiting to come on for David Clarkson. Hamill, Sutton. Boritz will gather. Killian Sheridan is going to come on for Scott McDonald, we hear. Samaras now. Trying to feed Maloney. Intercepted though by Quinn. Clarkson. Porter. Hughes. Helped on by Laslin. It's actually reached O'Brien. O'Brien away from Wilson, but seemed to stub his toe. Five minutes remaining at Fir Park. Scott McDonald's offside. It might be McDonald's last involvement. But it's the Motherwell change first. David Clarkson coming off. Here comes Jamie Murphy, who Mark McGee speaks very highly of. Made his debut as a late sub for the Scottish under-21s in Denmark midweek. Clarkson on the score sheet. Made it 4-2. But Motherwell haven't been able to continue their salvage operation. Scott McDonald, jeered by the fans who used to adore him here, scored yet again against his former club. He's replaced by Killian Sheridan, who made his debut a couple of seasons ago and was given a 3-year contract in the same week. As I mentioned, we didn't see much of him last season. We won't see much of him in this game.
Well, Clarkson was excellent the whole match for me. And Scott McDonald, well, he did what you expect him to do.
Hamill launching it towards Porter. And Manus leaping as well. High into the sky by Caldwell. Hamill won it well. And Sutton. Quinn. And Quinn followed through on Sheridan then. Free kick.
Yeah, Paul Quinn not quite back to his best yet. He's lost the ball on a number of occasions in this match.
Samaras still looking for a hat-trick. Caldwell won that. Samaras. Three points would appear to be in the bag for Celtic, despite a spirited recovery from Motherwell. Gordon Strachan's side on the wrong end of a 4-2 scoreline a fortnight ago. On the right end of it just now.
Yeah, it was a first half blitz from Celtic. They were superb, aided of course by a poor Motherwell defence. Motherwell, it's been their second half, but just not quite enough.
Samaras chasing with Reynolds. It's a corner.
Well, he's given Reynolds such a hard time in this game. It's a steep learning curve for the young centre-half.
Nakamura then will take this corner. Celtic aiming to seal this victory. They've had to work for it a bit in the second half, certainly, having strolled through the first half. Nakamura delivers, on by Samaras. McManus is there, and Sheridan was foiled, and Maloney has put it wide.
Well, if you totted up the chances that Celtic have created in this game, they could have scored 8, maybe 9 goals.
Last minute of the 90, 3 minutes of stoppage time is the word on the touchline. Sheridan. Lost out to Cragen. Sutton. Murphy. Celtic might well get a free kick here. Celtic fans on their feet. Gordon Strachan has lost the opening Old Firm game of the season 3 times in 4 years now, but of course he still keeps winning titles. So you don't want to lose to your fierce rivals. We're into 3 minutes of added on time then.
Yeah, it's been a good day for Celtic, been able to change the team around, give some new faces some time on the pitch. And it's worked out, they've played well. And Gordon Strachan will be very pleased with his side, his makeshift side really. He's got a lot of games coming up, important ones. It's a good 3 points.
And of course Celtic start their Champions League group games against Bruce Rioch's Aalborg on Wednesday night. Motherwell in Europe as well, off to France. Robson. There was a flicker of a comeback from Motherwell when they scored 2 quick goals early in the second half. But Celtic seeing this one out now. Killian Sheridan. He's got away from Reynolds. Most people have today. Sheridan looking to get in on the act.
Samaras was denied his hat-trick there from Sheridan. He could have just slipped it back to him. There's an open goal for the striker looking for 3.
Hughes. The final minute of stoppage time. Lasley not impressed with Sheridan. And the two of them become entangled again. Reynolds giving that away. Naylor taking a direct route towards Samaras. Motherwell will be kicking themselves that they were so far behind by half-time. Too much to do. They gave it a go. And the Motherwell style as well. But it was always going to be impossible really to recover from that first half blitz from the champions. That's it. Gordon's track and side have got the Old Firm defeat out of their system, and how. Storming into an early 2-0 lead and doubling that lead by half-time. 2 goals for Georgios Samaras, 5 so far this season. Sean Maloney started the spree. Scott McDonald got in on the act as well, but Motherwell had some answers in the second half. Certainly didn't have any in the first. John Sutton made it 3 goals in 3 games and Clarkson scored 2. Scott Brown set up Sean Maloney back scoring for Celtic and enjoying the moment. Samaras allowed to stride through, neat finish to make it 2-0. And the goals, they just kept on coming in that first half. The obligatory one at Fir Park from Scott McDonald against his former club. And then McDonald with a lovely flick set up Samaras again. In truth, it could have been 8-0, possibly 10 or 12. But Motherwell came back in the second half. John Sutton, goal a game. Clarkson got 1-2, but that's where the scoring stopped. And there wasn't going to be an amazing, miraculous comeback. It finished at Fir Park. Motherwell 2, Celtic 4.
Four of a goal difference, and Motherwell stay where they were. Just the 4 points for them from 5 matches. Man of the match, 2-goal Georgios Samaras. He's with Stuart Lovell.
Well, Georgios, that was a bizarre game. 4-0 up and cruising. I guess at that stage you thought you'd maybe win by any score you liked?
I think the first 55 minutes we played really good football. Really great football. We created a lot of chances. We had a really good tempo in our passes. But after that, I think our team was a little bit tired. A lot of players. We had the game middle of the week with our national teams, and we lost our focus. Motherwell scored twice, and just after that, we were in a panic. Tried to keep our 3 points. I think our performance was really good, and we keep the 3 points.
Would you say the first half performance was the best spell of football since you came to the club?
I think so, but I hope there come more good games like that in the future.
Looks like you're building up a good partnership. You've played with Sean Maloney a couple of times, and of course with Scott McDonald again today. It looks like some good combination play between the 3 of you.
Yeah, we train really well. We train really well in training. Jan is also in the squad. Don't forget Jan. We work together to find out how we're gonna play and learn each other better and better every training and every game, and the results are in the games. I hope that in the future we're gonna score more goals, follow us, and to help Celtic to have the targets.
And another 2 goals for you today. That's 5 in your last 3 starts. Maybe puts a little bit of pressure on the manager to play you on a regular basis.
I'm here because I want to play and try to help my team to reach the targets. And I'm happy that I'm scoring, but I'm more happy because we have the 3 points in our pocket. I hope to be ready and rest, to be ready for Wednesday, Champions League.
How important was it to bounce back after the recent defeat against Rangers?
Yeah, it was a derby. We lost 3 points, but we see in the end of the season who's going to take the title. It was a game. We lost one battle against Rangers, but we didn't lose the war. we see in May who will be the best team and who's going to win the league.
And I guess this result today would set you up nicely for the start of your Champions League campaign in midweek.
Yes, everybody knows that it's a great atmosphere in Celtic Park, in Champions League. I hope that all lads be fit, rest our bodies the next days, and to be ready for the 3 points against Celtic as well.
Well, after another fine display, you've won the Clydesdale Bank Man of the Match. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
He's laid down a strong claim for a starting place against Alborg in the Champions. 6:30. Motherwell 2, Celtic 4 here. Let's hear from Mark McGee.
Mark, that was an extraordinary game to watch. What did you make of it?
Well, I think the extraordinary part was probably the first half, where I thought Celtic were excellent. You know, they outpowered us, they outplayed us, they outclassed us big time. You know, I think it was a really good Celtic team in that first half that I think would have probably taken 3 or 4 goals off most teams in the SPL today.
4-0 down at half-time. Were you tempted to shut up shop?
No, not at all, because the game's lost. You know, there's no doubt about it. No matter what happened in the second half, the game's lost. And really what we're trying to do is just put things right in the second half and look at it almost from a sort of 0-0 perspective, you know, and go and play the game and see if we can win the second half. You know, we did that, and you can say, well, you know, what part did Celtic play in that in terms of taking the foot off the accelerator compared to their first half performance? But we salvaged something out of the game. You know, we played as a unit, we still played as a team. We didn't become disjointed, we didn't become dispirited, and that was very important going into the important games that we've got coming.
When you analyse your own team's performance, did you feel you could have done more to prevent at least some of their goals in the first half?
Well, I think that we were poor individually. I think that it wasn't, you know, I've been asked already about systems, and it was nothing to do with systems. You know, the lad McDonald's goal, Mark Reynolds gets totally out-muscled. You know, it was poor, you know, and I expect better of Mark Reynolds, and he expects better of himself. And that was the sort of thing that led to the goals repeatedly, even the fourth goal, which was a great bit of play from Celtic's point of view, the sort of play that we've come to expect from ourselves. But, you know, we were naive in our defending. You know, we were suckered by a dummy, you know, through someone's legs, and, you know, we get too tight to people, and it's not what I expect of my defenders. So we were disappointed in that, and we've kind of put that right in the second half.
Yeah, I was going to say, were you pleased with the way your team responded in the second half?
I was pleased that they stayed as a team. I was pleased that they didn't become disjointed and start, you know, going into their shells. Nobody hid, as it were. At 4-0 up, they stood. At 4-0 down, they stood up and were counted, and that was really important that they showed that sort of character, and they did. And the fact that we got 2 goals back, maybe could have another, is irrelevant. You know, for me, the important thing was that they showed that spirit in the second half, even at 4-0 down.
You have the small matter of a UEFA Cup tie against Nancy on Thursday. Will this result have any bearing on knocking your players' confidence at all?
No, none whatsoever. I think that you know, one thing that we are very, very good at is knowing that we can be beaten and going on from that. You know, it happened last year, but we were beaten last year several times, and we won the next game. So we won't dwell on it. We'll move on to the next games. I mean, what it will do is, I mean, I'm sure the French were here today looking at us, and they'll have seen it, and they'll maybe take a bit of confidence from seeing how we defended, and we must go and make sure that we don't start the game the way we started today. That if they play as well as Celtic played today, that we've got to be better. And if we do that, then we'll give ourselves a chance.
Mark, thanks for your time. Good luck on Thursday.
Thank you.
6 goals today, let's remind ourselves.
Irrespective of what the scoreline is, that's one-touch football at its best.
I wonder what Gordon Strachan's assessment is of that. Let's find out.
Gordon, that was a stunning first half performance from Celtic. I imagine from your perspective it must have been a joy to watch.
And the 10 minutes, the start of the second half, it could have been well wrapped up by then. Tremendous chances, the 10 minutes of the second half. And then we get a goal against us. And I've got to say, you know, and players talk, media talk about players' behaviour, respect to the referee. If that decision was allowed, my Aberdeen side I played against, we would have chased the guy to the halfway line. I thought they were absolutely magnificent to be able to take that, which is a blatant foul, and still respect the referee. So, well done the players all round.
When you look at some of the football you played in the first half and the first 10 minutes of the second half, you must have been...
It was all right the last 15 as well. We had a number of... we can just put a final pass in, we had some chance then. So it was a lot. There was a period of about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, which were Motherwell were excellent.
And there was a real cutting edge about Celtic today, particularly between the front three. Maloney and Scott McDonald and Samras all looked as if they were linking particularly well.
Sammy put the whole package together today. I think he was unplayable at times, to be honest with you. You can run, you can head, you can hold on to the ball, you can see passes and score goals. I think he showed his whole repertoire today. Scott was excellent until he got tired, and Sean was excellent until he got tired as well.
Georgios Samras has scored 5 goals in his last 3 starts. Does that give you pose you a problem in terms of selection for the up-and-coming games?
No, really, no.
But obviously you've got options up front. It's going to be difficult to leave him out when he's playing so well, isn't it?
Well, as I say, I picked a team to play Motherwell, and there'll be a different team to play Alba.
When you look forward to that match, it must be a pleasure for you to be able to talk to your players after having played so well for large spells of that game, and it sets you up very nicely for that Champions League fixture on Wednesday.
Well, it's been a good week for the Scottish players and the international players, because I think most of the international players went away and are reasonably successful, so they felt good about themselves. They've come here, taken it on again, and played, as you say, magnificent periods of the game. Just got a wee bit tired at times, but you must expect that. I think we've got 14 away. I think there's, 9 in the starting lineup last time we played went on international duty.
Well done, and best of luck next Wednesday.
Thanks very much, thank you.
So 6 goals in the 12:30 kick-off, 3 o'clock starts to come. Aberdeen unbeaten in 4 play.